Let's get you to hit your protein goals guaranteed, and we'll do it by debunking the most common misconception about protein. Over the near decade I've been a personal trainer, one of the most common questions I get asked from clients is, what protein source should I eat to hit my protein goal? And the answer isn't some cryptic mystery, it's what they already know and buy. Lean minced beef, chicken thighs and breast, eggs, yogurt and dairy, chickpeas and various beans, and seafood if you're willing to sell your car for some omegas. Now let's be honest, if you're old enough to be cooking for yourself, you already know these would be staples, and you probably eat most of this anyway. So why can't we hit our goals? Because you need to be treating it as an intentional process rather than an intuitive one. Let's give a rough example. The average person, who we will call Jeff, has roughly around a 150-gram protein goal. Jeff would look at some chicken breast and whack it on for their tea, not really bothering to weigh out how much beforehand. Usually one breast, which could be roughly around 350 grams of chicken, comes to about 42 grams of protein. Not bad, especially when you pair it with vegetables and carbs, which can easily take that dinner to around 50 grams. But Jeff only had 1 or 2 eggs in the early day, or skipped breakfast entirely and just had the most convenient lunch they could find. So that tea with 50 grams of protein is pretty much just the far end of 60 grams for the day, which isn't really great. Now Sully, Jeff's friend, has the same protein goal. He has spent some time looking and reading at the labels of foods and knows how much each source of protein has going in. So his strategy is simply just to double up on the protein. He has about 4 eggs with 300 grams of Greek yogurt in the morning, 175 grams of chicken and 80 grams of rice in one meal, and the same amount of chicken with 200 grams of protein in the next. Because he has prepped and planned his meals beforehand using the knowledge he got from reading the food labels, Sully has easily hit his protein goals, and he's gone over a bit as well. If you take into account veg and all that, he understands that it's not really about the specific foods themselves, but the quantity of those foods that makes all the difference. So what are the key takeaways here? Firstly, that you need to be reading the labels of your foods, not just picking it because it has some protein. Secondly, that you should know how much protein is in the meal as a whole. And thirdly, using that combined knowledge to plan out your day accordingly. It really does just always come back to meal prep and calorie counting at the end of the day. Alright, that's it. See ya.